Hi, welcome to Friday Night Live on the Experience. We're coming to you live from Comics Unlimited in Cleveland, Tennessee. My name is Nancy McCann, and tonight Dawn is here with me. And we will have a joyful evening of showing you recent arrivals of vintage books and some new product. And it will be a claim show as always. So if you see something you'd like, please claim it by putting the title and the issue number in the chat. And I see people are already piling in. Welcome. We ship all over the country. We accumulate your purchases until it reaches a full medium priority box, and then we ship it. If you want it sooner, you have to tell us. And we send out PayPal invoices during the week. And I think I'm caught up on PayPal invoices pretty much, except for one customer who I have to track down their information. But everybody else, I've got it under control finally. It's been such a crazy month, but we're getting there. And I think that was pretty much it. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. If you have requests, please put them in the comments, because we will pull from the store any books we have that you're looking for that we actually have. We actually can find, you know, because that's always the challenge now, isn't it? Not that our books aren't in alphabetical order; they are. It's just they're grouped by genre. It takes a little while sometimes. Anyway,
I'm learning slowly.
Yeah. Dawn is still new, and so it's like, so it takes a lot of direction, but that's okay. She'll get it. So we will get started in just a moment. Hey, welcome back. Let's just get right into this. I'm going to start off with an Action 417, and very good, from 1972, $10. Action 418, very good, is $25. It has some metamorphos in this one too. Very cool. Action Comics 421 in fair. This one's detached. It's $10. I didn't catch everybody that's in the room, but I see it's Jackie and Mr. Nope and Pastor Michael and Johnny Brown, Mac, and anyone else who came in that I didn't catch? Oh, wait. Excellent. All right. Action 430 in fine is $9. Action 435 and very good is $4. Hey, hi, Kenneth. Action 440 and very good is $6. Huntress #1 newsstand edition from 1989 and very good is $7. Dark Horse presents Aliens #1A from 1992. Very good, $6. This is a square bound one. Covers are always scary. Well, our free comic book day was awesome. Tons of people came in. Lots of people brought their whole families, which we always love to see all the kids. We gave out a lot of free comics. We had a sale in the store and we sold a lot of stuff and we kept busy all day. It was pretty much steady all day. It wasn't like, it was a little busier right when we opened, as you can imagine, but a lot of people were kind of going around from store to store. So we kind of got a steady flow all day long. We were busy and no incidents. Everything was good. People behaved themselves. It was awesome. And like I said, we gave out a lot of books, and the only problem we had was that a few of the main books that people were looking for whatever reason, we did not get. And I ordered every single book that was available for Free Comic Book Day when it first was offered by Diamond. But somewhere in the transition of some of the stuff moving to other distributors, I think I somehow canceled but didn't reorder. So we ended up not getting like Conan or Star Wars, and there was like one other one we didn't get. People kept coming in looking for, and it was just like, I am so sorry, but we have all these other lovely comics to pick from. And we had plenty of comics for the kids, and so it was all good. Yeah, it's always a great day. A long time ago, though, we stopped having guests on Free Comic Day. The only guests we ever have is usually my husband will come, but this year he didn't because he had total knee replacement, so he was not in any condition to be even sitting at the store all day. Yeah. But maybe next year he'll come. But yeah, we stopped kind of having guests because we found that didn't change anything. It just made it harder and more stressful for us. So we decided not to do that this year. And no Wade, no root beer margaritas tonight, because that would be weird. Yeah. That's not a flavor combination I've equated with, but I don't think I want to be equated.
Yeah, me neither. I think I'm good. Pass on that one.
We did not get a Valiant zombie book, no. But we did get that one Gundam book people kept saying a lot of stores didn't get. I guess you couldn't really order it. They just sent it to you. I don't know what they based it on, like how they decide who to send it to, but a lot of stores didn't get it, but we did. But I don't recall seeing a Valiant book now. I don't either. But it was still, it doesn't really matter in the sense that it, the whole idea of Free Comic Day is to get new people and kids and stuff interested. And, so they're happy picking from whatever we have, so I was like, But it was good. It was good. I look forward to next year. We usually participate in the fall one also, but it never has the same punch as Free Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day has taken on a life of its own and has become like part of the culture. It's been done so long. Matter of fact, a number of kids that came in, their parents were telling me that like they woke up like it was Christmas morning, and they were like, "It's Free Comic Book Day," and they couldn't wait to get down here, and it was adorable. So it's good for the future of the hobby that there's kids that excited about getting a free comic book. so it's been good. Welcome, round guy. Yeah, it's been a little quiet this week, but it's graduation week here. We have 3 high schools that are graduating
and 2 colleges.
All between Thursday night and Saturday afternoon. And we're expecting a lot of rain this week, so some of them had to move their locations to indoor venues, and it's just been kind of a mess. But I think a lot of people are tied up with that. So, because they either have someone graduating or they have to go out of town for a graduation, but because a lot of people haven't been in this week. Free Comic Days always disrupts things a little too, because like people put off coming in because they know they're coming on Free Comic Day. Yeah. So usually the few days leading up to it are a little slow, and then a few days after it are a little slow. So hopefully things will start to get back to normal next week, because otherwise I'll just cry. We don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
A knee scroll war. Oh, well, I think I have a knee scroll war brewing in my knees right now. No, I'm experiencing a little knee pain, a little water on the knee.
Sympathy pains.
I don't think it's sympathy pains because my pain started before he had his knee replacement.
Yours did.
Yeah, right. I just did a little too much standing, sitting on Good Friday, and I haven't recovered from it.
That's true.
Well, thank you, Wade. You might be the only one to wish me Happy Mother's Day, so I'll take it. Yeah, I should dry my knee off, but I don't have a needle with which to do that. So I may have to see a professional for that. But like it's been just really sore. But then I also sprained my left ankle just to make it more fun. That way I can like have trouble standing up and I can hobble. It's great. It's fantastic. All right. Shazam number 4 from 1973 and very good is $5. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pastor Mike. Hey, you promised me, Wade, after I gave you free comics on Free Comic Day that you wouldn't ask for another free comic for a whole year. I'm going to hold you to that. Shazam number 17 in fair is $3. The spine is split 3/4 of the way, so it's really just a reader. But it has 100 pages, so there you go. House of Mystery number 139, very good, 1963, $16. I'm not sure exactly what that crustacean is. I'm a little afraid. I saw a funny video today of dogs bringing in animals with them. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen some.
And
yeah.
it's like a lot of them brought deer with them. Like the deer would just come walking in the house with the dog. But one brought a bear. That's not good.
Yeah, no. I draw the line.
Thank you, Randy. Yeah, and thank you for the well wishes on the new Pope. We're quite excited.
Yes.
Don and I were here alone in the store yesterday afternoon when the white smoke went up, and we were very excited.
Yeah.
We were just watching the balcony, see who comes out.
Yeah, we're waiting.
There was there was some tears, there was some jumping up and down, there was there was some yelling. It was quite the event.
It was.
Well, I'm glad we got to do that together because it was fun.
It was. It was something I'll remember.
Yeah. And so like, where were you when?
Yes.
And he's kind of young. He could be Pope for a long time.
Exactly.
And he's an American. It's never happened before.
Yeah. And he's from Chicago.
He is from Chicago. But, so it could be very interesting. We'll see. I think we do, Jackie. We will look for that. I think it will be in that bin, but I am not positive. Yeah.
Okay.
It has a black hood on the cover, real big. Okay. The original Ghost Rider number 1 in fine is $14. That's the one.
Oh wow. What are the odds on that? What?
That was pretty quick.
It was.
Well, Wade, you know better. Jesse can't be Pope. For so many reasons. But he's married and he's not a priest and he's not a bishop and he's not a cardinal. Chances are very slim. Very, very slim there. Black Hood, Man of Mystery, number 50 in good, $10 for you, Jackie. Were you interested in that one? Let me know. All right, original Ghost Rider for Wade. All right. There you go. I got a few more of those too, Wade, so stay tuned. I just had to take a little interruption to put in the Black Hood. All right, original Ghost Rider 2, near mint, $6. Okay, Jackie would like the Black Hood.
All right, sounds good.
There you go. Here, take that from me. Thank you. Okay, so this Ghost Rider was $6 near mint, number 2. And original Ghost Rider number 3, very fine, $3.25. And original Ghost Rider number 4, near mint, $4. This one's got a great snake cover. Should start a specialty of collecting just covers with snakes on them. That'd be a big collection.
Yeah.
It'd be hundreds of them.
Be.
Ooh, Pastor Michael, that's such a bad dad joke. tied in with being a nerd joke that only nerds would get. But it's pretty good. It did make me laugh, so that's better than most jokes. Okay, Morbius #1. This one is the polybagged edition, still in its polybag. It is near mint and from 1992, and it is $8. You're famous or infamous? I know Michael Myers stuff that I know avoid. You'll be the first to know. Well, maybe the second, because I would know first, but haven't seen anything. Justice League America #69 and good is $8. Round guy would like this one. Justice League America 114 and fair 1974, $3. This is a big 100-page edition. We have foot traffic outside. That never happens at night.
I hear voices.
I hear men talking. Used to happen a lot at the other store, but that's because Dollar General was open.
Yeah, it was still open.
But here, like, nobody else is open, so
Gotcha.
Highly unusual. Witching Hour #37 and fair is $7.50. Yes, and this one, the corner has been chewed by some sort of animal, but it doesn't affect the story parts. You're claiming 60-something. So I assume you mean this one. Justice League. No rumbling yet. At first I thought you said I'm driving, some spelling will be all over the place. And I was like, that's not good. Here you go. But drinking, what can you do? All right, Dennis the Menace, #121, and good is from 1973 is $2, and it still has its original sticker from the store it was bought at, and it was there, and it was 13 cents. So wow. There you go. But it's a nice thick Dennis the Menace Way Out Stories comic. With the rocket ship cover. That's kind of cool. $2. Yeah. I will have the store open on Sunday, as always, from 1 to 6. I have no Mother's Day celebration plans, unless someone comes along with one. Yeah, drinking and driving would be worse.
Yeah.
Sorry you've had a rough week, Round Guy. That's not good. But I'm glad you're spending tonight with us. That's good. Avenger #82 in fine, $25. That's rather nice of you, Pastor. We believe strongly in the power of prayer around here.
Mm-hmm. That we do.
Fantastic Four 106 in fair is $3. Wendy the Good Little Witch, #82 in fair is $3. This is from 1973. I wish I could shop with a magic wand. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be amazing. It'd make life so much easier.
You're just like into the cart. That would be cool.
Into the cart's not the problem. It's when you get home, getting the bags.
Actually, that's true. I need one of those robots they've been showing.
Yeah.
They're saying within a few years we may have our own personal robot assistants.
Oh, wow.
And but if I had one that could carry the groceries in and put the groceries away,
That would make life
life would be so much easier. Wendy for Jackie.
All right.
Hey, welcome, Derek. Yeah, I don't really need help in the store so much. It's really just the loading it in the car and then bring it up the stairs and into the house. There's so many other things a robot could do.
Exactly.
If it hung out with me all day, can you imagine? I'd be having it reorganizing boxes of comics, you know.
Yes.
I'd be like, take everything out of this storage unit and then put everything in that storage unit. Yeah.
Just moving it
Just
all
have
around.
move it all around. Scooby-Doo. It's a Charlton Scooby-Doo from 1976 in Fair. It's number 10. It is missing this corner all the way through the book, but it doesn't affect the story. But so it's truly a reading copy, but it's still $7 because these things are really hard to get. It's not so good. Scooby's in the wishing well. But okay. Captain America, number 149, and very good, is $4. And Captain America 158, and very good, $5.50. Captain America 165, and very good, $5.50, 1973. And Captain America 164 in good, 1973, $9. And Captain America 286, very good, $4. Deathlock lives. And we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. That'd be really great, thanks.
Hi. So this one was for Wade, right as we went into the break. I was just telling Don that we were talking about jokes and joke telling, and I was saying that Jesse and I wrote a couple of different joke books. One of them, it was all fish related, and the other was all pirate related. And so for a while, I had to read like every pirate joke that you could find out there, and then I had to make up new pirate jokes, and it was really hard, actually. There are some really good ones though, but most of them are related to the R.
Art, yeah.
And so yeah, so that's why I was going R on the way into when we came back. Who's building a cabinet?
Wade's presidential.
Wade
Oh.
has, round guy as president.
Oh
Chucky
yeah.
is then he said Chucky for president, and I'm saying, well, then we could have Not Sure for Secretary of the Interior, and I hope somebody gets that reference.
That somebody would not be me. Sorry. The IDW Dark Sampler. Yeah, we give out quite a few of those. I forget how we day. Don, that's true. Don is here.
Yes, I am.
I'm known as Don. Only by the lady that does our payroll, though.
That's hilarious.
It's only because she accidentally sent a text before she finished writing, and she ended up going, "Hello, Don," and so now it's our joke. I sent her a note this week, like, "Here are the hours. Love, Don."
Oh my gosh.
That's a pretty good one, Pastor
Yeah,
Nick. I
that
like
was pretty good.
That's a good one. Macho Man is missing in action. Haven't seen him in weeks and weeks. I don't think Don plays the saxophone.
No, I play piano.
I did not know that about you.
I do.
Hmm.
My parents put me in lessons when I was 7.
How do you play songs from church?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I can play by ear and I can play reading music. I can do both.
Good to know.
No, do not tell anybody at church that secret.
I won't.
That is a secret.
Now I have extortion material.
This is true. This is true. The whole world knows. Carla, if you're watching.
That's true. You did just blast it out to Carla.
I
That's
did.
okay.
Oh, no. But yeah, my mom and dad put me in lessons when I was 7.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish I had learned to play the piano. I attempted to learn to play the organ, but never got good enough to play at church. I don't know about the church organ. Organs are so much different than pianos
Yeah, they are.
because you have to play with all 4 limbs at one time on an organ. That's a tough one. Yep, your secret's out, Dawn. I'm sorry.
Hi.
I totally didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's fine. I don't care.
Just won't mention it to Al. All right. Flash number 234 and very good is $4, 1975. Carla, just forget you ever heard it. Yeah,
True.
telling you own a truck is
Yeah.
always a mistake.
Yeah, it is a mistake.
Ooh. Flash 235 and fine is $9, 1975. Flash 236 and fine is $9. I hate that when a giant hand crashes through my wall.
Yes, every time.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man, but worse because it's a giant green hand.
I used to love the Kool-Aid Man
Me too.
commercials.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Flash 238 and fine is $7.50. We had one of those Kool-Aid pitchers, like the ones.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody had one of those in the 70s. My mom used to make Kool-Aid in that all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's like all we used to drink all the time. With
Except
water or Kool-Aid.
there was a little while where there was this syrup that you could buy that had a zebra on it. It was called, I don't remember what it was called. It was like Xerix or.
I remember that.
It wasn't. I don't know if they sold it all over the country, but it was like soda syrup for like all of it, but it had all the different fruit flavors and root beer flavor and stuff like that. And used to buy it in a bottle and add it to water.
Yeah.
And we used to get that. I'm sure it was full of sugar.
Probably.
Oh, the flash with the villains on it. Uh-oh. Ah, this one, I assume you mean SodaStream, way before SodaStream.
Thank you.
So that was for Round Guy, unless he, says no, that wasn't the one. But yeah, no, it wasn't soda. It was just syrup. And then there was another thing we used to get called fizzies, and they were like a tablet that you threw into water, and it made really very poor drinks. It was really the gimmick of throwing it in the water and watching it fizz, but it really didn't taste good. Okay, he got the right one. Oh, good to know, Wade. That explains a lot. Flash 239 and very good, $6, 1976. The main problem with this book is somebody wrote in red pen right here, 500. So there you go. Because otherwise, it's a very nice copy. Yeah, see, it wasn't Alka-Seltzer though. It was just bad fruit drinks and root beer and stuff. It wasn't good. But yeah, because you don't want to let the kids play with Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, that can end badly.
Yeah, it does contain aspirin and stuff. Flash 240 and good is $2. Flash 241 and very good is $4. I'm gonna dig in. 238, 239. 238 is going to Mr. Nope.
And 239.
239 is Round Guy. So this was 241. It's $4. It's true. We all need more laughter. Dawn and I do pretty good on the laughter scale.
Yeah, I think so.
That's all we do all day is talk and laugh. Talk and laugh.
Yeah.
Occasionally we do some work.
Oh,
Flash 242, very good, $4.
Gotta make it through life somehow.
Yeah, it is the best way.
Okay.
Flash 243 and fine is $10. Well, I think as you get older, you realize that a lot of the stuff that used to really bother you when you're young, it's just not worth worrying about.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you just have to let things go and not worry and not get upset about stuff you can't change and just go along. But it's hard. It is hard to do that. It's not like it's an easy.
No.
Like you can't really tell somebody, just stop worrying about it. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You have to come to it on your own time, you know. 244, very good, $6.50. I like to think I'm pretty even keeled.
Yeah, I think so.
I get upset occasionally, but it takes quite a bit to make me angry.
Same.
But then when I am angry, it's not pretty because it's like my Italian background comes out. There's a lot of arm waving and yelling. 243 for Randy. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, Wade. You'll have to determine that. Okay, you can rewind and let us know. Flash 245 and very good is $7.75. Am I going too fast, Round Guy, or is your drinking just distracting you from watching? 241. So I could go slower. I have a lot of books to show, and I want to get through most of them tonight. 241 and 242 are going to Mr. Nope.
All right.
So these are the other two. Well, I sometimes feel like my life is a sitcom,
I
so
feel like more Laverne and Shirley.
probably.
I love Lucy and Ethel, but I think a lot of their comedy was a lot of like, what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but
Hurting and, like doing different things. What's
Well,
that word? There's a word there.
well, Lucy always got herself into situations because she basically was wanting to be famous.
Exactly.
And so she did a lot of bad things.
Mhm.
And Ethel was just sort of like going along for the ride.
Yeah.
But she never really stopped her. She might like a little bit go like, I don't think you should do that.
She was
But she wasn't strong enough to really stop
Yeah.
her. So no, I wouldn't say that that's our relationship at all.
No, I don't think so.
It's a me problem. Gotcha, Ron guy. I understand. Yeah, that's what I usually tell people, pastors. You got to look at, like, when you look back on these events in a couple of years, will it still be important? And if it's not, then you got to let it go because it's just not worth it. 245. People are the hardest thing in life, whether it's family or friends or.
Yeah.
244 and 245, Mr. Nope.
All right.
All right. Now I have a very special book. I need to get this out here. This is a copy of Wolverine 50, and it is signed by Mark Silvestri with this certificate of authenticity, which I've never seen one of these before. It's very cool. It's from a store called Comics Express. And on this side, it has a lovely photo of Mark, and it has the Comics Express seal is emblazoned into it for authenticity. And then the other side, it's numbered. This one is number 2080 of 5,000. And it verifies that Mark Silvestri signed the comic and gold metallic ink, and comes with this certificate. And so I'm asking, it's not a mint copy. It's like a very fine copy. It's got a couple of little spine ticks on the front cover. So I'm only asking $20 for it because like nicer copies are going for $30, $40. So people are offering them for $50. But anyway, this one's $20 and it comes with a lovely picture of Mark. And Pastor Michael would like some Mark Silvestri signed book. Very nice. There you go. Comic box fort of all time. I think the back room of our store when we were on Grove was probably the coolest comic fort of all time. We had just hundreds of boxes all. And then in there was a standee in there that just his like head was showing. It was frightening. Okay, I got a few westerns that I just came in. Rawhide Kid, number 48 from 1965 in Fair, $7.50. Number 49 and Very Good, $15. Hi, Dominic. Glad you made it. Oh, Round Guy's got a claim here. I think it's one of these. Let's see. Yep, Rawhide Kid. And 48 and 49 for Round Guy. Yes, that Wolverine cover is die cut. Rawhide Kid 63, Very Good, $10. It's the big all action issue, as opposed to the only semi-active issues around it. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay. So number 63. And then we got Tomahawk 127 and good $4. This is from 1970. Death is a one-eyed owl. I have an owl in my front yard.
Those are always nice to have around.
Mm-hmm. They frown on you blocking fire exits. I have experience with that. Two Gun Kid, number 61, 1963. It's in poor. It's missing a lower corner, I guess, on the back of the cover. That's not how you want it to go in the courtroom.
No.
They frown on that nowadays. Oh, yeah, I'll have some holograms later probably in the show, so just hang on. Two Gun Kid, number 88, very good, 1967, $9. Yeah, purging your collection can be a good thing for making space, but there's almost always regret involved.
Yeah.
Because you part with stuff that you really shouldn't, and then later you have to buy them back, and they cost so much more at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Two Gun Kid, number 86, and very good, $9, 1967. So I need is climate controlled. I need one of those big metal buildings they advertise.
Yeah.
Spider-Man from 1990. I have a run of them. So get your list out, and if there's any numbers you need, let me know. I'm just going to show a few of them. Number 3 from 1990 is $8. These are all like really nice copies. They're all like near mint. Number 4 is $8. Number 5 is $8. And looky there, it's time for us to go on another break. 7 is very fine. It's $7.50. We're going to go on a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to have new product, and then we'll return to the vintage books.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Welcome back. So I guess during the break there were a couple questions. Wade, which Spider-Man did you need? Number 3, 4, or 5? Because they are all $8, so we don't know which one you want. And then I'm not sure who asked, but
round gun.
the 2 guns, I have 3 of them here. Number 61 in poor is $10. Number 86 in very good, $9. And number 88 in very good, $9. So you guys just let me know. Okay. So go ahead and just let us know, and I'm going to go ahead and start showing the new comics. So this week, Captain Planet finally came in. This is number 1. This is the D cover. And number 4 for Spider-Man for Wade. And these two guns for Brown Guy. All right. And then also Captain Planet, this is cover A. Gotcha Man, number 9 came in. Godzilla Heist. Red Sonja Attacks Mars, number 2, with the trading card and a poly bag. This is cover A. Silverhawks, number 3. That's cover A. This is the foil FOC bonus cover Z. Sorry. Almost had a spill. Aisle 1. Okay. Space Quest, number 1. That's cover A. And this one's cover B. Thank you, Nick, for popping in. Indeed, thumbs up would help. Oh, when I slipped and almost dropped the books. Wasn't dented. Didn't dent it. It was a near dent. Yes, I can ship you this week. We'll see if you want anything else. I'll be glad to do that. Star Wars number 1. There's so many covers, but this is the A cover. Near dent. Let's make up our own terminology. Why don't we? And this is the foil variant.
I like that.
It's only $4.99.
I'm a sucker for green and purple.
Yep. The DNA cover, the action figure one. I forget who this is. This is 7-1 if you need it. It's number 1. These are all number 1. And this one's 6-1 variant. Oh, Mr. Nope's going for the foil.
Oh, wow. Good
There you
choice. I like that one.
Which loop cover would you like? 7-1. Okay. Wow, people actually listen. It's awesome. I say things and it actually makes sense to some people. 7-1 is for Lorena. Yes, we do have Don't Run with Scissors from Keen Spot. I just haven't got to it yet. It's in my pile. Logo cover for Mr. Nope. Yes, hi, Lorena. She just got here. She wasn't trying to snipe. I think that might be the last foil one we had, though. She's your second favorite Californian? My husband's my favorite Californian, but I have to say that because, you know, I want to stay married. Okay, Kyle, I think I have more than one cover of that, too. So let me see if I can fast forward. Aw, thank you. Thank you, round guy. I'm happy to make the top 10, honestly. Okay. On that shelf right there, can you find the other cover that's not this one for that book? Well, I don't even know if I count as I lived most of my life in California, so I guess I consider myself a Californian. But I'm also a New Englander and a Southerner. It's so weird. Okay, so Kyle, let me know which one of these you want. This is A. This is B. This is C. And so let me know which one you want, Kyle. And I have quite a few books for you piled up. And let me know if you want me to ship them to you. You probably don't even remember what you have. So let me know. Okay. I'm continuing with Star Wars variants. Kylo Ren variant. Dr. Alpha variant. This one is number 1-8. You need B. Okay. Okay. B cover for Kyle.
All right.
It's a good thing nobody's asking what you had for breakfast. Otherwise, that'd be terrible, Kyle. Maybe you didn't have any. Absolute Green Lantern 2. Absolute Green Lantern 2B. And this is the spokes cover. And this one is the Taryn Clark cover. I had breakfast. I had my usual at the Speedway, 7-Eleven for those in other parts of the country. But here's called Speedway. And I had my, bacon, egg, and cheese panini with tater tots.
Had a bowl of Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran, that's so much more sensible.
That's what I had this morning. Yeah.
Ashley, my niece, also had that problem. She worked really late last night, and she only slept for 2 hours, and then she came and opened the store, and she was good all day. Actually, I'm very proud of her, but she was pretty tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, I had coffee too. Yeah, I very rarely sleep more than 5 hours. I'm
Same.
and then
It's a
I'm
problem.
like this, as Ashley says. I sleep on my side like this, ready to fly at any time. Yes, you can get the red Sonia. I just have to go back and find it. There we are. That wasn't hard. So that one's for Lorena. Ultimate Wolverine, probably the best-selling book of this week. That's the A cover. X-Men 16. All New Venom number 6. You're welcome. All New Venom 6 Impossible variant. Yes, Wade, that explains a lot. All New Venom 6. This is the 4-1 variant. And we also have the 2-1 variant. Ultimate Wolverine for Lorena. There you go. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. This is the A cover. Sold a few of these this week too. I've got a few different covers. Yikes. Okay. This one's the 3-1 cover. And this is the 4-1 cover. You got it, X. And this is the 17 cover. And lastly, this is the 2-1 cover. Let me go back and find my Green Lanterns for you, X. Let's see. There they are. No A. So we had these 3. There you go. Poison Ivy A cover. And this is the Joshua Sway cover, which is crazy, but cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess you up. Oh, okay. Absolute Superman, number 7A. And this is the Lemix cover. From Image, Blood and Thunder. Sold quite a few of these this week. And this comic got quite a bit of attention this week. It's a Keen Spot comic called Chamberlains. This is number 1 D. We have a couple other ones if anybody's interested too. And then also Hello Darkness from Boom. This is number 10. This is the Frisson variant. Very creepy. And this is something from AWA, which I hadn't seen for a while. It's called Lookout. And it's like a little bigger than a magazine. This one's got the Tim Bradstreet cover going on. This is the A cover, $8.99. Then we got a few trade paperbacks this week. We got Epithets from the Abyss, Volume 1. This one is $19.99. Invincible, Volume 9. And this one's $19.99. And we have pretty much all of those volumes in stock if anybody's wanting to catch up on their Invisibles. Sam and Twitch Case Files, Volume 1. This one's $15.99. And the long-awaited Kingdom Come in a compact format. This one's $9.99. And actually, even though it's smaller, it's like the artwork still looks great in this book. So this is one of those ones that people always give other people to read.
Yeah.
Because it's like so different than anything else that's ever been done. All right, and then on variants this week for ratios, we got in the G.I. Joe 1 in 10, number 316. This one's $10. And then Absolute Superman number 7, 1 in 10. No, I wrote it on the tag wrong. It's 1 in 25, but it's $10. I'm sure I was thinking about the number 10 at the time. I have to fix that. All right, all better. Yeah, that is pretty cool. All righty. I think that does it for the new comics, but we have many, many more new comics that I didn't show. And I've had a couple customers request this, but I'm going to start doing our videos again, where we do a video of the new books that have come out for the week. And I'm going to start trying to do that for posting on Wednesday mornings because people keep asking me for it. I did it for a long time, and then it seemed like nobody cared, so I stopped. And then people care, apparently. On the Invincibles trades, there's two different versions. There's like a thick one that collects like the first 50 issues of the comics. And we have one of those in stock. That's volume 1. I don't know about the other volumes. And then on these, which are like smaller, because they're smaller than a comic book. Like this is a comic book, and this is how big they are. This is the newest one, number 9, and it goes up to number 53. So I think the other book collects the same as 1 through 8 in this size, but it's comic size and it's thick like this. So if you want to see that, let me know and I'll bring it over here. But I think that's as far as they've gotten, you know. So just let me know if you needed some of those Invincibles. You want us to order all the books for you, it's not a problem. They actually have them in stock now, which is fantastic. Can you bring me that big Invincibles book that's on the shelf over there? Ooh. Well, they had done them in comic trades before, and yes, there were like 25 of them. But those, it should have been on the front row of the image section. Unless we sold it today.
We must have sold it because it's literally right here on the corner.
Let me check, just a second.
And it is not here.
I don't see it on this list of things we sold today. Yikes. I will have to ask Miss Ashley about that.
Yeah, because it was right here yesterday.
Yes.
When I left.
It was right there this morning when I looked.
And it's not here.
Okay, we will have to order another copy of that, but I'm pretty sure it had 1 through about close to issue 50 of the comic in it.
I think because we were talking about it yesterday.
Whereas this one, there's 9 books that are like $15 a piece, and to get to number 53. The other one was, how much was it? Like $70?
Yeah.
I think it was $70, and
Mhm.
it had basically the same thing as the 9 books. So, compendium, yes. It's called compendium, right? I don't know.
I can't remember. I just remember seeing it.
It's
and it was there,
yellow,
and it
it's
was
very
right there.
thick, and it's very...
Yeah. It was right there on that corner.
We'll have to look around. I'll ask Ashley what happened to it, because I don't know. All right. I think I've caught up with all your comments, but if I missed anything, please let me know. All right. I'm going to continue along with old books now. But yeah, get back to me about what you want on the Invincible. Sorry, I don't have the book to show you. It was there, honestly. And I didn't pull it to show it because it's been out. We've had it for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Battle Beast is coming this Wednesday. And we didn't order a ton of the comics, but we do have some left to sell. And then the blind bag edition, where you have a chance of getting any of the covers, but you also have a chance of getting an Invincible comic. And then they have some rare comics, I guess, that they've thrown in there. And I've seen some retailers that have opened them, and they've gotten a variety of things in them. And so we will have some of those for sale as well. I ordered quite a few, but probably not enough. And they're already sold out. Like, I can't get any more. So if you want them, you should put them in pull box or tell me as soon as possible, because I don't have that many more left. Because we had some people buy some big quantities of them. But the comic itself, we also should have copies available. Did I say old? I usually say vintage. Did I?
You did.
Wow, that's crazy.
You did.
Well, I was looking at a Black Hawk from very many years ago, so there you go. Well, okay, you can do that. But I'm always here for you if you need those books. All right, Black Hawk number 242 in fine detached, $2. Blackhawk 243 in very good is $6, 1968. Yeah, I don't think you could be too late. It is a little too late if you want to collect the comics, because they've gotten super ridiculously expensive and hard to get. I have only like 1 or 2 issues in stock, and it's hard. It's hard to put them together. The show's just been really popular. GI Combat number 175, very good, 1975. That's interesting. It's number 175. It's from 1975, $3.50. Big tank. And GI Combat 185, very good, $5, 1975. I think the cheapest way to get the story is going to be to buy the compendium.
Yeah.
Because even though it's a chunk of money, it's cheaper than buying all the small trades, and it's also much, much cheaper than buying the comics, that's for sure. 175. We should have, if we don't find it around the store here tomorrow, we should have another one in stock in a couple weeks. So this one's for Round Guy. GI Combat number 187, very good, $5. I think the reason the smaller volumes of those Invincibles are selling so well is that a lot of the people buying them are younger, like college age kids, and it's like easier for them to buy them $15 a hit than coming up for $70. But it is cheaper to do it that way if you can. GI Combat 188, very good, $5. GI Combat 206, very good, $5. 187. Okay. 187 for round guy. Yeah, collecting spawn after the fact is a little easier actually and cheaper than collecting those, but those spawn issues from 100 to 200 will kill you right now. They're still like just so expensive. 188 and 206 for round guy. Okay. Flash 279 and very good 1979, $2.50. Vampirilla number 1A. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the ash can from 1998 in fine, $2.50. This is Vampirilla Hell on Earth. Thor number 325, very good, $4.25. Number 326, very good, $4. $310 of Thor in fine is $6. Thor 314 and very good, $4. Somebody asked about this last week, and I can't remember who, so I'm just going to show them. Showcase presents Hawkman number 101, 1978, and good is $2. Showcase 102 and very good, 1978, $2.50. And Showcase 103, very good, $2.50. Well, let me go back and see about those Thors for you. 310. $310 and $314 for Pastor Michael. Okay. Oh, Hawkman. You want them all three of those? Wait, who we got? Now it's flipping around. Let me wait here. Okay, round guy, Hawkman, showcases. Ken says hi. All right, I think I got it now. So these are all for round guy.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Ken K. Boys is kind of intense. I think I watched just the first episode, and I was like, oh, didn't see that. My husband watched all those, but I didn't get a chance to watch them all. Yeah, all the messages came in at one time. And I'm like, I'm not sure if everybody's claiming the same book or what do we got going here. Oh, some things popped up and disappeared too, Jay. I'm not sure if Dominic tried to claim the Hawkmans or not. Yeah, was it you that asked about those last week, Dominic? Because if you wanted them, Ranga will give them up. I just didn't remember who asked for them. So just let me know, Dominic, if you wanted those. Let me have them back. Let me show them. So there were these three. They're $2, $2.50, and $2.50. Oh, it was the one you did ask for. I just couldn't remember. I'm so sorry. My memory for that kind of stuff is terrible. Okay, so because you asked for them, you do get preference over anyone else. So if you want them, they're yours. Okay, here you go. Those three are for Dominic. All right. Excellent. I'm glad we got the ones you wanted. Because I just happened to see them in a pile of stuff I was grading, and I was like, somebody asked about that last week. just couldn't remember. All right. X-Men Alpha #1, $10. And thank you, Round Guy, for being so polite. We appreciate that. It's one of the endearing qualities of my group of people who watch the show is that they're all true collectors and gentlemen and ladies.
Yes.
The Flash. Let's see. I showed some flashes earlier and we sold quite a few, but there are a few left from earlier if you want to watch the show later and then let me know. But this is the one I just showed, so I assume this is the one you want, Dominic. There we go. All right. X-Men Omega to go with the X-Men Alpha. #1 is $8, and this is the chromium wraparound covers that were the rage at the time. That would be 1995. I agree with you, Jay. I just talk to so many people and do so many things in a week that I really just don't. That's why we try to make notes, but sometimes we don't catch them all, and I just can't remember. But everybody's super cool here. Question annual #1 and very good is $2. What's funny is like Denny O'Neil, Dennis Cowan. Awesome. No, you take it. Yeah, that's our bigger problem. Sometimes I get down to like, okay, everybody's being too nice. Nobody will tell me what they want. All right. So X-Men Omega, Pastor Mike. You may be exceeding a Gemini mailer, but that's okay. We'll get it out to you. Okay. Sensational She-Hulk 50, very good, $4. Yeah, it may come down to a randomizer at some point. So it's got the foil of her skin, which is kind of neat. I thought that was a great effect. Roots of the Swamp Thing. #2 and fine is $5. #3 and very good is $3. And #5 and fine, $5. What's up?
So if you only need those, I'll give them.
I guess I could.
Thank you.
It just means I have to find more stuff back here. Let's see. We still got a bunch of Spider-Mans, so if anybody has a list of Spider-Mans they need from the series in the 90s, let me know and I'll pull them out and show them. Otherwise, they're just going to go in the bin here at the store because I don't want to bore you with 30 copies of Spider-Man from the 90s. Okay, Detective Comics 589. Nope, dyslexia strikes. $5.98. Very good. From 1989. $5. Whew. It's been a long day. But it's almost over for me, so that's good.
Always made it.
Detective Annual #9, 1996. Very good. $2.50. I mean, I got up at 6 this morning. It was just not good.
It's a long day.
I didn't mean to, but I thought I was taking Jesse to a physical therapy appointment.
Oh, yeah. Did not happen?
He chose not to go.
Oh, okay.
Batman 497, newsstand, 1993. Very good, $8. Yeah, now I've busted him in national broadcast.
There you go. Hey, that's it.
He's doing really, really well, though. Like, his range of motion with his knee is so good that the physical therapist couldn't believe that he's only 10 days out from his surgery.
Oh, wow. That is really good.
He's, like, already at 108 degrees on his bending of his knee. Yeah. And, like, 110 is what a person in normal bend
That's
is.
awesome.
So he's doing great. And the most painful days were, as everyone told us it would be, was, like, the third and fourth day. Were horrible, and he was so bruised, but his bruises have almost cleared up, and The only thing that hurts is the actual incision because they removed the staples.
Oh yeah, you were
That
telling me
didn't
about
feel
that.
good.
Yeah,
No.
that just makes me pain for him.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm like, ugh, ugh. But yeah, he's doing good though.
Good, good.
Oh, I found another Roots of Swamp Thing. Number 4 and fine is $5. So that's almost a complete run of them. Wrong guy gets competitive on early Spider-Mans. Yeah, I could see that. They're so hard to find. Early X-Men. Keep that in mind. Of course, that's what you're looking. Everybody's looking for Amazing Spider-Mans, and I never get enough of them. And like people just don't trade in enough of them.
Yeah.
But anytime somebody walks in the door with them, I buy them because I know I've got like so many customers trying to put together Spider-Man, and it's just like getting expensive and difficult. It's more difficult than expensive, actually.
Yeah.
But it does take a while. Batman: The Adventures Continue 2A is $10. Yeah, that's good advice, actually. I mean, he's been mostly just going around the house, and he's not. He went with me to church, but he had me push him in a wheelchair up to the front, so he didn't actually walk it. And I think he wants to go Sunday, and he might walk with his cane.
Mm.
But he's walking with a cane already. He's like, he doesn't like the walker.
They're a little bulky. And...
Yeah. And also, you know, what's part of it is psychological. It's like walkers are for old people.
Yeah.
Even though he knows he's older, but it's
he's like,
just,
I'm not that old.
But he doesn't feel like,
yeah.
Like he,
I get that.
There's a
Totally.
stigma with the walker.
I
For some
totally understand
that. Jay, you're awesome. Yeah, we are taking requests, but there was a show where we actually had the things.
I know.
It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it happens. It's like crazy. Batman: The Adventures Continue, number 3, $10. It's going to get more likely now because I've, hired someone who's working on the back issues actively, and we're getting more stuff processed than we were before. So it's getting, like, our selection will be getting even better. Because I have an endless supply of comics. It's just getting them into the bin that's the problem.
Yeah.
Batman: The Adventures Continue, number 4 is $5. Hot and miserable. I've been hot and miserable. Not tonight, though. We're in air-conditioned comfort. Batman: The Adventures Continue, number 5 is $5. Well, Pastor Michael, you can request those, but I do not have any of those, so I'm sorry. Except maybe some facsimiles. And number 6 in your mint is $4. And let me see what JLA is on the back wall. Some of this has been up there a little bit, but people may have missed them. So
Near the Avengers.
I will show you these. So sorry for those who this is a rerun. Okay, wrong guy. This is the Justice League America is number 46 and very good, and it is $24. Avengers 57, first appearance of Vision, in good is $175. And it has a little bit of ink on the inside first page where somebody made a shopping list of the comics they were going to buy. But other than that, it's actually pretty nice for the price on that one. Fantastic Four 33 and fair is $28. All right. Brown guy is claiming the Justice League America.
Right.
Captain America 111 and very good is $70. Amazing Spider-Man 69 and good is $30. Amazing Spider-Man 57, very good, $75. And Amazing Spider-Man number 34 in poor, detached, very rough along the spine, $40. Has ink on the cover too. All right. So those are my recent wall books. And we still have the slab number 31, 5.0 CGC. And that Amazing Spider-Man, that one's $400. Well, that's why I re-show books. Guys, sometimes I show like Silver Age books and people don't buy them, but then, you know, situations change. Either they discover they need them or they get the money or whatever, and they decide on a different night, or they've had a couple drinks. Just kidding.
Hey, tip-wise, that was always the best night.
The CGC book that's up here is a Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 31, 5.0. And this other one's a Harley Quinn invades the San Diego International Comic Con. That one's $250. And I have another slab coming up that nobody's seen on the show, and I'm going to show that one after our next break. And if I had millions, I might loan it to somebody to buy those comics, but you never know.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man 32. The 31. It's a 31. I'm sorry. This is a 31. But yes, I actually have this on consignment from a customer, but he's in no big hurry. So I would, if you want to break this up into 2 or 3 payments, whatever you want to do, I can do that. So you just let me know if you want to do that. I can just add it to your bill every week or 2 or whatever you want to do. Alrighty. Next up, I have some Conans. Number 74 in good is $2. This is a Whitman variant, number 79 in good, and it's $2.50. You can tell it's a Whitman variant. The box is blank. There's a diamond right here. You can call me. Tomorrow is what? Saturday. I'll be here all day, 10 to 6 Eastern time. 86 Whitman and fair is $2. You can also message me, but hearing your voice would always be nice. Oh, it's time to take another break. We'll take a break, and then when we come back, I'll show you my new slab.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Brad Pitt, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cloth was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I I just ignore it. I just ignore it. I don't look back. I don't look back. I don't look back.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
Hi, welcome back. The answer to your question about whether they're considered variants or not, it varies from title to title. A lot of the Whitmans were done later than like the Gold Keys. Those were reprints. But in the case of the Conans, I'm pretty sure they either came out at the same time or shortly afterwards. I could find out for you for sure by looking it up, because when I was pricing these, I'm pretty sure it said they were considered not reprints because they came out at the same time. Because there was a period of time in the early 70s before the direct market really got going that they had two different distribution channels. One was newsstand and the other was like drug stores. And so sometimes the Whitmans went to one and the non-Whitmans went to the other. And I think so on the Conans, it very well may be that they came out at the same time, just different markets, or they were reprints very shortly afterwards. So, I mean, I guess there's like people consider them different ways. It just depends, you know. But on, like I said, it varies from title to title. Most of the kids' comics, the all ages ones, are all reprints. And some of the ones with the, if it has a diamond and white box, anytime you see a white box, even on like the Star Wars books that they reprinted in the late 70s, they have that white box, and that'll tell you for sure that it's a reprint. And usually they'll say inside, but I don't think these do. I don't think they say reprint because I'm not sure that they are. All right. Dominic wants the Conans. All right. So did you want the 74 that was not a Whitman one also? I mean, it has the diamond, but it's not. This is a newsstand copy. And then these are the two that are the Whitman ones. So let me know if you want all of those. And I have more Conans I can show too. So let me know. Yes. Okay. There you go. Round guy, your delight. Well, you know, we have all kinds of customers. We have people that just read them. We have people, most people read them and then collect them. And then we have people that are really more into collecting than reading. It's like a range. And then there's people who don't read them and aren't really collectors. They're just like investor types. And those people always come into the market and then get out of the market. And like, so they cause problems generally. But most of our customers read them and then collect them. And like, we only have a few customers that only read them. You know, I had one customer in California who's a dear friend of mine, but he drove me crazy because he would buy his comics, sit in his car, smoke a cigar, and read them and throw them over his shoulder into the back of the seat of his car. But then he had a rag top that leaked. And so it would rain and all his comics would get ruined and he'd just throw them out. And I was like, why don't you just, after you read them, set them on the front seat of the car? I'll come out to the parking lot and retrieve them and take them back.
Oh my
But he never did that. He used to just do that. I'd look out the window and I'd see him going, throwing comics, which would make me crazy. But I love him anyway. It's all right. Nothing ever leaving your collection. Yeah, that is a horror story. Kind of is.
Yeah.
He's a super nice man, and like everything else about him is pretty much perfect. Just that one thing. Yeah. I mean, for a long time, anything I got for my own collection, I would never consider selling. But at one point, I let go like all my Green Lanterns because I had so many customers that wanted to fill in their Silver Age Green Lanterns, and I had almost a complete set. I ended up selling them all, and they'd gone up in price quite a bit at the time. They're worth a lot more now, but they'd gone up quite a bit, and they were getting, and there was just a lot of people trying to collect them. And so I was like, yeah, I'll make them happier than it makes me just to have them. So I let those go. All right, time for the slab. Tonight's slab is Daredevil 181, Death of Elektra, Frank Miller and Klaus Janson, 1982. And this one's 9.0, and I'm asking $60 for it. I don't think there's too much else to say about it. Let's see. Frank Miller story, Frank Miller, Klaus Janson cover and art, Bullseye and Kingpin appearance, Punisher cameo. So it's a CGC 9.0 white pages. And oddly enough, this is the book that got the man that I worked for 13 years before I bought Comics Unlimited from him. Was because of this run. He started buying them and then selling them to the guy that had the used bookstore who didn't really sell comics, but he started selling these Daredevils, and then it turned into what is today Comics Unlimited. So that's going to go right up here on the wall unless one of you claims it. I'm not sure what's being said anymore. If anybody needs me, just let me know. Yes, Death of Elektra. I think one of the many deaths of Elektra, but it was probably the first death of Elektra. I love Elektra, one of my favorite characters. All right. New Warriors, #1, 1990, and fine is $6. New Archies, #2 from 1988. Very good. $2.50. This was based on the animated Saturday morning cartoon. #3 and fine, $2.50. #10 and fine, $2.50. #13 and fine is $2.50. But don't go spoiling the story, round guy. Not that you can read that copy; it's slabbed. You have to get another copy to read anyway. All right, Jackie, would you like all these? It's #2, 3, 10, and 13. $2.50 a piece. Okay. Uh-oh. That was a big old fire truck going that way. All right. Thank you, Jackie. Skylanders, #2. Very good. $1.50. I'll get more Archies for you at some point here. I think this week, if it doesn't, it's supposed to rain a lot this week, and that kind of impedes my ability to go to get things out of our storage unit. But I need to find some more all ages books because our section in the store, we have about 6 bins full, but our section is getting low. And I know we have some older Archies too. I just need to find them. So I will look for those. That's a good one. Nancy's deals are so hot, the fire truck came. and Lorena thought she was hearing sirens at her place.
Oh, goodness.
No, we get the sirens at almost every show at some point.
Yeah.
But usually they're coming from the firehouse, which is only a few buildings down.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was not coming from our firehouse. It was coming from another firehouse.
From the main one.
Yeah, because it was a shoom.
That's kind of scary when it's coming from the main one.
Because that means it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless the other ones are just tied up.
True.
There's a lot of car accidents here. People are not good drivers.
And when the they're already not good when the weather's rainy.
Yeah, when it's
They're
raining,
really
people
bad.
just slide into ditches all day long.
How to drive.
Yeah. They never knew. They never knew how to drive.
They never knew. And they
Captain
really
America 367 and very good, 250. When I took driver's ed, which was a long time ago, one of the biggest problems here in East Tennessee was that people were so polite that when someone in front of them put their turn signal on, they would put their turn signal on in like solidarity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it was a common thing. And they tried to break us of that in driver's ed. They're like, don't signal unless you are turning. Even though you see your mom and dad do this, don't do it. But it has gotten better because when I moved back, I noticed people are starting to signal only for themselves. And that's much safer.
Yeah. No, I remember that, though. I remember.
Uh-oh, the cops could come. But usually they just come for a deal, not for a steal. We have a number of officers who shop with us. So, all right. Captain America, no more. Captain America 332. Very good. $7. This is from 1987. Yeah. How much was the Daredevil? $60. You're talking about this one, right? Okay. It's all right to ask again. Captain America, 334, very good, $5. Because God knows my memory sometimes. I have to ask things multiple times. But it's not as bad as my husband, who really does have short-term memory loss in a big way. He'll ask me the same question sometimes 10 times, and I just have to be patient. That's on a car. I've never heard of it, rarely see it.
Turn signal.
Turn signal.
You know, most people don't use it.
Oh, well, they joke about that now, about that people in Tennessee don't use their turn signals, and that's kind of true. I see that a lot, and it's very aggravating here because we have a lot of these like roads where there's like little turnout things to turn across, and people do not, and so you're waiting to pull out, but nobody signals, and then they end up turning.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like if you'd use your signal, I
would know you were going.
Yeah.
It's a conundrum.
So, memory is generally. I'm sorry to hear about your memory. Yeah, I my memory is really good generally, but I notice I slip up sometimes. Just like I sometimes say the numbers backward too. I don't have any explanation for that. Captain America 337 newsstand, fine, $6.50. Conan 91, fine. Double cover. Now this is one you don't see anymore. They've gotten so much more advanced on the printing presses that this just almost never happens. But this used to happen a fair amount in the 70s and 80s. It actually has a second cover on it. So now what they do is they weigh as things come off the printing press, they weigh them, and if they're over, they pull them aside. But back then, I don't think they did that. So this would happen like for a short time or occasionally in the run. And so we would get them. So the way this works is we grade it according to the inside cover, ignoring the outside cover, because it's basically just protecting the inside cover. But it's kind of cool and something you don't see very often.
I feel weird popping this up, but
oh, okay, round guy. Thank you, Jay. And congratulations, Jay. And I'm going to ship you a box, Jay.
awesome. I really do appreciate that. That blows me away when people do stuff like that for me.
That is the sweetest thing. Thank you very much, Guy. That's really awesome. And I will get this out to you. I've got a whole big pile of stuff to send you, so I'm going to send you a box, hopefully the next week or so you can enjoy your Daredevil. Okay. Awesome. We have the best people that shop with us. I appreciate all of you. Oh, you have a couple Captain Americas. Yeah. Yeah, the double cover thing you don't see anymore. I haven't seen one in years that wasn't intentional. I'm sorry. I just had to because I was showing the double cover. I didn't see any of these comments, so I'm trying to catch up. I think I've almost caught up. All right. That's awesome. I find Nancy comments, but she has them already. That's true. There really isn't anything I'm in need of, but I appreciate the thought.
It's the thought that counts.
Chocolate, I always accept though. It always send me chocolate.
Yes.
All right, I got some more Conans for you. The double cover one and fine is $6. Conan 92, very good, $4. Thing in the Crypt. Conan 93, very good, $5. That is true. That is true, Pastor. Jay and Kyle work very, very hard to make the experience the success that it is, and there just isn't enough money for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard to make money in this kind of a business. So it's very sweet of you to reward them that way. 94, very good, $6. 95, fine, $6. It was $6, Dominic. That was this one, $6 and fine. And that's fine based on the inside cover. The outside cover's not bad either, though. Conan 96, very good, $4. And Conan 97, very good, $4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Sorry, I'm just trying to upload some Spider-Mans here to get to something else. Okay, there we go. Oh, comics are sliding everywhere. Ah, it's a natural disaster. Okay. Sure, there's pollen in your outfits. Here, can you take these from me?
I certainly can. Thank you.
All right. Legends of the DC Universe 80-page giant, number 2 in fine, $3. Batman 1 million. It's actually Detective 1 million, number 1, very good, $2. I recently had someone say something nice, and then I apparently deflected the compliment, and then they said, "Stop deflecting, take the win."
I have a hard time with that.
And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm just not good at that. All right, we need all them Conans to come on back over here. Don just went over, took them all over the other side. Is it Elseworld? It was part of the 1 million storyline in 1994, so I do not believe so. But I'm not sure. Okay. The Conans are on their way back here, so from across the room.
Yes.
Predator number 3, very good, $6.
Headed back. Oh, man.
Okay, so these are all the Conans. And so these are all for Dominic. Thank you very much for that claim. I appreciate you. Yeah, that is funny. We have more Conans also in the bin. I can show some more next week if you're looking to fill in. Just give me a range of what numbers you need, and I'll pull them out and show them. Predator 2, number 1, very good, $4. Predator Big Game, number 1, very fine, $8. That's true. I vaguely remember that spot that was like, for only a cost of a cup of coffee a month.
Yes. You can
Big
support-
game number 2, very fine, $8. Number 3, near mint, $10. And number 4, very fine, $8. Oh, okay, they're for him. That's cool. Yeah, no, I do have quite a few in the bin from number 74 and up. How do I know that? Because when I went to price these, I went and looked at the bin to see what was in there. So I do have some between 74 and the end of the run. But like I said, I can show them next week if you still need some for your friend. Thanks, round guy. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'll take it as a compliment. You know, I'm gold. That's good. Predator Cold War, number 1, very fine, $4. Let's see. I got a lot of Predators. Lots and lots of Predators, but I'm going to skip forward. If anybody wants Predators, let me know and I'll show them. Action Comics, number 409, and good, $5. Number 4. I didn't even have anything alcohol to drink. I have no excuse. Yes, I remember Trick or Treat UNICEF boxes. I, in fact, went all over town with those when I was a kid. All right. Action 444. Very good. $5. Jenna might have been laughing at some entirely different thing, though. You never know. Oh, look, it's some Spider-Mans. All right. People pay attention. Amazing Spider-Man 146 and good, $8. This is the one that was on our thumbnail, and I just never, I almost didn't get to it. Oh, I'm glad you look forward to Friday for us, and not just because the weekend's coming.
Exactly.
Action 444 needs to be 4. Is that what you're saying? Amazing Spider-Man 177 is $6. Unless you want to pay $177 for it. 179 and good. This one's a little rough, but it's $4. Well, it's really a reading copy. I didn't even get to these, and these were in the thumbnail too. Star Trek Whitman comic, number 55, very good, $10. And this is a really nice looking copy. The blacks are nice and solid on it. And it's such a great shot of the Enterprise. All right, let me go back in time. What grade was the 177? It is good. And I would say that its probably biggest flaw is this corner right here is a little bit missing. But just a really small triangle. And it's just kind of overall on the rougher side. But it is $6. And then 146. I assume that means you would like to own said book. I'm making that assumption. If woot does not mean you want to own the book, please unwoot. And but this one's for round guy. Unwoot yourself. I'm hanging on to this 177 in case you want it, Ken. All right. Well, we only got a couple minutes left, so Star Trek 25 and fair is $5. Right. We're not allowed to use the word claim, but if you want to start using the word woot, I don't mind. Everybody else will be like, what is going on in that show? Everybody's constantly wooting and unwooting. Looking for finer better. So he's not looking for this one. That's all right. But Brown Guy hasn't unwooted his 146 yet, so so we have to wait on that. All right, Star Trek 32, very good, $7. You don't want to know, Jay. Woo means you'll take 2 copies if we've got them.
Yeah.
Which sometimes we do. Sometimes you do. You just never know. Star Trek 43, very good, $15. Not sure what underwater sea creature that would be, but all right. It's a hostile mutant. That's what it is. That's the sound of the police. That's true. When they're coming to arrest me for my deals being a steal.
There you go.
All right. Dominic's going back for the Action 444. Even though it's 5. There we go. All right. Star Trek Whitman, number 29. Very good. $15. I don't know that it's alternated. Like I said, I think they were released at the same time. It's just different markets sometimes, and then other times they're reprints. But I think, yeah, it was just this time period was kind of funky. Number 59, Whitman, Star Trek, very good, $12. But now that so much time has passed, the value of them is almost the same. There's not too much difference in them. All righty. It's the end of the show. And I didn't even run out of Star Treks to show you, but I can save these for next week. And we will be with you next week here on The Experience. I'd like to thank Kyle and Jay and Dawn and everybody who was watching and everybody who made comments, and especially people who claimed things and people who were generous and kind. I really appreciate you. And I think that's about it. There's nothing else I can think of that's coming up particularly, except next week I think we're going to have a special promotion on a new product that's coming out.
I got a little bit of an announcement on that.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Monday, this coming Monday at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, we're going to have Talking Shop. I'm going to drop the pre-save link in the chat.
Yay.
We're going to have the folks from Recca on talking about their book. Now, The Experience is getting a special, I think it's a Kickstarter cover, I want to say, that is going to be on every show, every sales show on The Experience a week before it goes, like where you can buy it from your LCS or anything. This is very geared towards computer folks. There's some kind of game that comes that goes with it. I can build computers. I don't know anything else outside of that. I can tell you that the first issue of the comic is going to be 1337, and all the following issues are going to be 404. So those are like computer references for people that speak that geek talk.
And I think there's going to be like clues throughout the book that are going to be then used online.
Yes. So this is going to be big. So make sure you're there this Monday, 5 Eastern, 4 Central for Talking Shop.
And then we'll be offering the hardcover here on our show. It won't be available in shops till the next week. And I don't know that they're distributing them through distributors at all. So it'll only be really available at shops that are owned by people that do shows on The Experience. So we will have them in store. And I haven't had a chance to read one yet, but my understanding they're a cybersecurity company. And so it is related to, like, I imagine espionage of some kind. So, but it looks really good. And I'm going to try to read it before next week. So, but yeah, so if you want a copy, we will have them, and we're happy to send those out. And I have plenty on hand. They already sent me a big old box of them, so we'll be ready for that. So watch Talking Shop to find out about it on Monday, and then feel free to buy it. You can buy it from whichever show you'd like, but of course we'd love to sell it to you. So feel free to buy it from me. All righty. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Take care and be careful out there. And we will see you next week here on The Experience. Good night.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.